Welcome back, Miles Beckler here, milesbeckler.com, and this is video number 6 in the DIY sales funnel video series. And in this video, you're going to learn how to create and configure your one-click upsell, right? So all the videos up to this point have you built out a full funnel, you're selling products at this point, you have delivery pages, but now we want to add on an upsell. And we're going to get in kind of with a screen share. You're going to see me set it up completely step by step here in this video. But first, I really want to give just a quick comment on the use and the benefits of doing one-click upsells. So the biggest benefit of a one-click upsell is that it's going to increase your average order value. And what this allows you to do, generally speaking, is increase your Facebook budget you can run so you can spend more on Facebook to get a new customer, right? If you're selling a $27 product on the front end, that's all you're going to make. If you have a $27 product that has a $97 upsell behind it or a $37 per month membership behind it, then you're making somewhere between, I don't know, $45, $55, $65 per sale on average, which means you can go spend up to $50, $60 per sale on Facebook versus being limited to only spending $27 to obtain a new customer. So that's why they're really beneficial. You'll probably find out that your upsells will convert between 20 and 30% of people, give or take, right, within a range, depending on your sales messaging here. And I'm not going to go into the actual sales letter. I've covered upsells a lot from a theory level in my sales funnel videos. I'll link to a playlist that has all of my different sales funnel videos below that talks about like membership upsells and even individual product upsells. Super quick recap for you. In my example we're running with here, I have the DIY sales funnel where I'm selling a how to create your own sales funnel. It's not a real product. I'm giving this information away, but that's what I'm using kind of to mock build this out to show you how to do all the tech pieces. So if I was selling a $27 product that taught you how to build your own sales funnel, my OTO, my one-click upsell after that could be a $997 done for you package, right? So someone who buys the information on how to do it, my sales video could say, great, you're going to have that information. And by the way, if you just want my team to do it, we'll do it for you for $997. Just click the yes button below. If you're not interested, click the no thanks link below. It could be that simple of a video. Your video sales letters that come on the one-click upsell pages should be really short. I'm talking like 1 to 3 minutes type short, right? We're just giving them the chance to buy and that's it. The other option I could offer for this kind of a product would be an ongoing monthly membership program, and my sales video would say, hey, I've got the DIY sales video series on its way to you now, but what's going to happen is as you're going through the videos, you might get stuck and you might want to ask me questions directly. So I've put together a monthly membership where you get access to my private Facebook group. It's $27 per month if you're interested. This way you can ask me questions and I can answer and really help remove any roadblocks you might have. Just click on the yes button below if you're interested in joining that group for $27 a month, or click the no thanks link below that if you would rather pass on this and you just want the DIY sales funnel, right? So that's kind of the idea. The upsells work best when you're giving them results faster, easier, done for you, the group coaching stuff. It can be just that next most logical step in your funnel, right? We want to give them, we don't want to try to sell something that negates what they just bought. We want to sell something that adds on and enhances what they just bought and makes it easier, faster, etc., etc. Cool. So with that said, let's jump in. I'm going to set up my example. You can follow along and build out yours. I do think that a video in this position to sell works the best. And let's jump in and get working here. So we have in the dashboard, we've got the member mouse. I've got it flipped on already into test mode, which you learned how to do in the last video. I simply, at this point, you just click the checkbox and it automatically remembers all your test mode keys. So once you've configured it in the last video, you can go in and out of test mode really easily. And the first place we're going to go is into member mouse, and I'm going to go into product settings. So now the first thing we need to do is create our upsell. And for this one, I'm going to do a membership, right? I'm going to say DIY, oops, I need to title it. DIY group membership active. And I'm going to go ahead, I'll add the membership level in a minute. I'll do $17. subscription, rebill every 30 days, and perfect. So that's it. I've got the product set up. Now, real quick, down here at the bottom, we have this purchase confirmation message. Now, the purchase confirmation message will display by default when they go to purchase, when they go to execute the one-click upsell. So they click the yes button, and then a little pop-up box shows up that says this exact wordage here. So if you're going to leave this in, I recommend you tweak that wordage to make it really, really short. And I think I'm making up the word wordage at this point, so maybe wording is better. Anyways, you want to make it really short, but I'm going to show you a little hack to the system on how you actually remove that, because this by default makes it a 2-click upsell, and we want it to be a 1-click upsell. And really quick, again, 1-click upsells only work if you're using Braintree or Stripe because they keep the credit card information. If you're only using PayPal, this will not work. If you're using authorize.net, you can't really do a 1-click upsell. They would have to re-enter their credit card information, which negates it. So that's why I've built it to this point on Stripe, and if you've been following along, you're ready to go with this. Cool. With that said, I'm not going to tweak this because I'm just going to eliminate that from the workflow, and I'll show you how to do that. But we're going to click Save Product. Now I have my DIY group membership here. You can see it's a rebill. It rebills $17 every 30 days. And again, you can do anything that you want. So now I need to set up a membership level that works with this. So I click Create Membership Level. And you went through this already when you created your first product. So this is... So I'm going to call this the membership. It's active. I want to click paid. I'm going to go ahead and address it or connect it with the DIY group membership. That's the product it gets, and it's going to send a new welcome email, and this is the email. Obviously, tweak the email to your heart's content. It by default has their username and password to give them the login information. You would send them the link on where they would log into. If they're only getting access to a Facebook group, give them instructions how to access the Facebook group in here. Obviously, fill that out, personalize it. I'm not going to personalize every detail because I'm trying to be efficient here. So now we've got the product and the membership level. Now, if you are upselling an additional product or an additional course, right? Like they bought course A and you're going to sell course B that helps them go to the next step, then you would need to go through the drip content schedule or into the actual posts or the lessons in Apprentice, and you would need to associate those with the new product you created. We already did this together. I believe it was in video 3. So you've gone through that process, and if you have delivery pages, you just need to connect the delivery pages to this membership level that you just created. I'm not going to do that because I'm just kind of saying that they're going to get access to a Facebook group, and I'll just email them information on how to get access to that Facebook group. I'm able to move on. Just a note for you in this process. So at this point, we have the product and the membership level dialed. That's what we need to do here. So what I need to grab from this is inside of this new membership, I need to grab this purchase link. So I'm going to click Get Purchase Link, and now I want to get the purchase link for the DIY group membership. So this is my upsell purchase link, and in this one we need to use the purchase link smart tag, and this is what is actually going to kind of give that one-click functionality. So I'm just going to take this, I'm going to copy this down right now, and I'm just going to go put it in a notepad right now, and we just kind of delete that out. We'll go through that stuff here in a second. So there is the purchase link information. That is my actual purchase link tag that I'll be entering in, but it's missing the text to remove that kind of special little the special little second click, and I'll show you how to get that out of there in a second. But for now, I'm good here. So now what I need to do is I need to go create a new thank you page that's going to be the ultimate thank you page they reach after they're presented with the one-click upsell, right? So I already have a thank you page from video 3 when we created our first product, or 4, and now I'm going to create an additional thank you page because our old thank you page is going to become the upsell page. It's going to make sense. Let's just kind of keep taking steps forward even though we're in the unknown here. So I'm going to go to Pages, and I'm going to click on Pages. I probably could have clicked Add New there, but I don't, or I didn't. So I'm going to click Add New, and this is your order is complete. One quick second, I'm going to type in some super quick text here. Okay, So I just added, great, I'm excited to have you here. Check your email for your access information. If you need help accessing, please email me directly at support@. Personally, I would record a video and I would put a video in here and I would say thank you to them because it's an opportunity to continue to grow that relationship, and it's all about relationship building. So again, I'm just doing things short and sweet to get through. Tell them how they're going to get their access information, which is email. Tell them what to do if for some reason that doesn't show up, because if they messed up their email address in the checkout process, they're not going to be able to access any of this. So we're done here, and what I'm going to do is I need to set this as a core page, right? This is the Member Mouse core page, and I'm going to set this as a confirmation, and you're going to see that it gives me another option below confirmation, which is free. I'm going to select paid, since this is for a paid, and now you can see that we've got the two products that I have showing up. We want to associate this with the DIY Sales Funnel membership, which is the upsell product we just created. So I tick that little box there. Now I go down to the bottom here and I click publish. And that's it. So one next thing I want to do is I want to take this URL, I'm going to right click and I'm going to copy the link address, and I'm going to go put this in my notepad. And I'm just kind of keeping things in order here, kind of keeping myself laid out in my notepad. This is how I actually operate. It's not very tech savvy, but it works perfectly. All right, so we're done. We have that. Now what I need to do is I need to go into the actual, let's see here. I need to go into the old thank you page. So I'm going to click Pages, All Pages. Now I want to go find the original checkout page, and it's called Checkout, and it's got the little flag and it says not checkout. I'm confused. That just pulled my attention. I want to go to the thank you page. Got it. So it's the original thank you page. Now, I've got a couple of them in here, but you can see this one has the confirmation tag. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to edit this one. And this little flag and it's saying confirmation, I can't see it here, but let's scroll up to the top. You can see it says the core page type, right? So that's a Member Mouse edition. If you don't see that, that's because you're not on Member Mouse, but then you see the thank you, and we're going to click edit here. You can see we've got our one we just created down there. So this is the kind of core page that is by default here from, it's by default put inside of our membership area, right? So this has all of the thank you for your order stuff. You saw this on the last one. I put up a yellow note because I goofed up the formatting, and I was like, don't really worry about this, right? So what we want to do is we want to make sure we're working in the text side of it. These short codes we're working with and these links that we need only work in the text side. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all and I'm going to delete everything. I'm just going to type. Now, you will want to embed your video here. You're going to want to put a headline, your video, you're going to have a button below that, and then you're going to have a no thank you link. I'm going to keep this super simple with like 2 lines of text, a yes link, and a no link, and I'm going to use text links. You can easily put an image in here to run an image link for the button. I'm just really trying to keep this short and sweet for you to show you the core of what you need to do to get the tech working. But on your end, as you go through it, you're going to add the images to make sure it's an image buy button, etc., etc. So with that said, give me one quick second. I'm going to type in just some super basic text so we have something to work with here. Perfect. So I've got some basic text. Again, you want a video sales letter in there. I don't have time to do that right now. Just use the embed code on a hidden video in YouTube and you're up and running. So what I'm going to put in here are my 2 links, and these are the 2 links that I have. So I want to first I'll do the no thank you link first. So I'm going to take that, and for your no thank you link, you want to just send them to the final order is complete page you set up that they would see after they purchase. So what we're doing is we're bypassing the purchase of the next product. This is the purchase the next product. This is the kind of confirmation page at the very end that we just created a moment ago. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to put type in the no thanks. I'm going to highlight this, click the link. It's going to allow me to add my URL here. I click paste, add link, and it's done, right? So it added the actual code for the no thank you. Now this text is a link, and that's all set up. So what I want to do right here is I'm going to go in and take this code, but we got to add a little something to this code, and I'll show you how to do that. So I'm going to paste this code in here, and instead of buy now, I want this to say, let me see here, what did I say? Yes, I want access to the private group, right? Make sure our words are perfectly matched, so we say exactly what we want them to do. Cool. So now I have my yes link, I have my no link, and they're set correctly, but this is going to deliver a pop-up, which I don't want. So how do we get rid of the pop-up? Well, there's a little snippet of code. We need to modify this little snippet in here. So I'm going to go type in member mouse. Oops, member mouse. So show order confirmation on one-click upsell. And it's this one right here. So you can just type in member mouse using one-click purchase links, right? And it's going to pull up this support documentation. I'll put the snippet in below in the description, so you don't need to, but I'm just trying to show you this is how I found how to do this, right? And it's in the using one-click purchase links. So this document tells you everything. I'll even link to this document in the description for you. And it tells you how to create the purchase link, etc., etc. This is the little order confirmation box I'm talking about that's going to display. And since they click the yes button, then it says, do you sure you want to? Do you want to confirm? Then they have to click again. That's going to increase friction in our upsell process, and I want to remove that. So if you kind of keep scrolling down, you'll notice they've got right here is the link on how to bypass the confirmation. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to go ahead and put it into my notepad, and I'll show you exactly how I handle this. So we are going to paste it right below. And the big difference here is, so we need our product ID number, and my product ID is 3. Yours might be product ID number 2. It depends on what you've built. So that's important. What we want to capture is this bypass confirmation true portion. So I'm going to copy that out. And if you notice, that goes inside of the bracket after the product ID number. So I've copied that, and I'm going to come back into this page, and I'm going to go after the quote, after the number. I'm going to paste it in there, and it's space bypass confirmation equals quote true quote close the bracket. Perfect. Now I'm just going to go double check that that is what I thought it was. So I'm going to go back to my notepad, and it's there. It's got a space. That's right against that. Looks perfect. It's there. Got a space. Perfect. Now I have this set up the way I want. I'm going to click update. And let's go ahead and view this really quickly. Now, I've got this kind of goofy formatting going on. I'm going to teach you a quick, what I call it's a quick tag. It's bracket BR closed bracket. And what this is going to do is this is going to allow me, actually the first thing I'm going to do is, I'm just going to put these line breaks everywhere I need to. Oops, excuse me, one quick second, just to give a little formatting here. And I'm just putting that little line break snippet everywhere here. And there it is. Now I'm going to update, and I'm going to take a quick look. Sorry for the harsh cut here, but I wanted to show you how to incorporate the look and style of your funnel to your one-click upsell page. Personally, I'm kind of a form follows function type of a person, and I've been solely focused right now on making sure the tech works, right? I need to make sure you have the actual tech and that the different systems talk to each other and that the upsell works, but I've been leaving that kind of OTO page pretty ugly, to be perfectly honest, and the moment I started publishing this video, I was like, wait a minute, I got to make this thing beautiful. So I want to show you how easy it is to leverage the funnel we created in the earlier videos for your one-click upsell page. So we're going to do that, and then we'll kind of wrap up with my little final commentary here in the video. Thanks for your patience. Let me get out of the way here. So this is the page I'm talking about, right? We have the yes and the no page. We've already got this set up, but it's ugly. So let's make it beautiful here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the edit page, and I'm just going to click all pages. Now, obviously, this is the page I was just looking at, and I'll remove that here. So now what I want to do is I want to go find my original thank you page for after when they opted in. And you can see it's this page here. I created it, I don't know, almost a month ago. And if you want to view it real quick, if you don't remember what this page looked like, it was just a headline, a video, and a button, right? Because this is what ultimately turned into my one-click upsell page, and it was originally my bridge page for the affiliate stuff. So this is what I want my one-click upsell page to look like. So I X out of that, and I'm going to go clone this, and I just click clone, and it's going to take me right into this kind of new page. So it says clone of thank you, and what I want to do here is change the title. So thank you for, okay, perfect. And then I'm going to go ahead and save that, because when I make those little changes here, I just want to click publish, and I just want to save those 2 changes I made. Now, core page settings, if I go here, I want to set this as a confirmation, but that confirmation is already set to another page, right? It's set to the other one. So what we do is we just simply go pages. I'm going to hold control and click on all pages, and it's going to open that up in a new tab for me. Then I'm going to go down to my other thank you page that's currently my confirmation, and it's the thank you for your order page. This is the one we built that has the kind of ugly look. I'll call it ugly. I'm okay with that, but it worked. That's the trick. So now I'm here, and see this little kind of pencil for the edit? I'm going to click that edit there, and it wants me to choose which one I want, and I want this to be the core page. So now what I've just done, changing that core page over, means that MemberMouse knows when someone checks out for that product to send them here, but there's still a couple of steps to do, right? I need to actually incorporate these 2 links and the video. So let's go in, and we're going to use our Thrive Content Builder. So I click here, and it's going to actually bring me in to be able to edit the page. And this is just the same as we did back in the day. What we've got is we got the video. So you would then replace this video. You simply click on it. You put the video URL of your sales video, and you could say, cool, so I've got that text in there, and essentially I just want to make sure, like, your order is not yet complete, watch the video below, and then the video, obviously you're going to embed your kind of upsell video. Here where it says click here to get the free webinar, I'm going to click on this button. I'm going to change the event manager. Oh, excuse me, there's actually a link option. Sorry about that. Link settings is where I want. So it says click here to get the, so I'm going to say, actually I had specific text on that. So let's go grab that. Let's take this text here, pop it right in there. And then for the URL, we need to go pull this kind of snippet that we came up with, which is the short code. So I'm just going to copy that. And literally, I'm just going to put that right here in the URL section. And that's it. So now that's working. And the only other thing we need to do is we need to add the no thank you link. So I'm going to drag the paragraph element there. It says enter my text here. I don't remember what the exact wording I had. I'll just go copy that as well. And I want to say, so let's highlight all that. I'm going to go ahead and center it. I'll go ahead and just make sure that it's a black color. Perfect. And then I need to make it as a link. And you see right there is where I add the link that it needs to be. Go take this, and here's my order. Why for you know work. So boom, paste that in. I wasn't clicking insert. User error. It's always user error. Ha. Cool. And then we're going to save changes. And that's it. And now what we've done, and we'll go ahead and preview this page. Let's click preview. So now what I've done is I've literally taken that same tech that we laid out in the easy way, and I've added it onto this page that now after they check out, they're going to get this. And in the video will auto play on a lot of devices like it did here. Your order is not yet complete. We're kind of answering the fact that they just ordered, and we're kind of addressing that. But yet we're saying, you know, this is pretty compelling. Like your order's, that thing you want's not really complete. You have to watch the video below. And then we have the 2 options. You're going to see down in the bottom left corner of my browser right now, you can see that it has the checkout, kind of the short code is being translated to the product, which means that that's working. And then you go to the no thank you, and it's working there. And if you go test this, this is going to work for you right there. And that is how simple it is when you're using this Thrive kind of content builder and funnel building system. That's how simple it is to actually take the tech that we just got working in one place to move it here. Or if you watched all the way to the end, obviously you can just embed it straight into a clone of your funnel page straight from the get-go. You can also clone this funnel page out to be the final page that they get to when they're done. And you can have a video in there saying, great, welcome, here's how you access your stuff. If you have any problems, contact support. So thanks. I just wanted to kind of slip this little update in there to show you how easy it is to make it beautiful, because my functionality side does need to honor the form side to make sure we're helping you make a beautiful and effective website here on your DIY sales funnel. Cool. Thanks for that. Perfect. So I would obviously put a little more work into the layout and design of this page. That's not the goal, but what I really am after is showing you how these work. Now you could see, since I'm logged in as the administrator, when I hover over this, it gives me my checkout link in the bottom left. I can't show you with my cursor, but it's in the bottom left corner. It is essentially going to offer them to buy this product, but they're only going to see this page when they purchase the first product. So now what do? We go test this, right? So what I want to do now is I'm going to go back in. Let me clear that out. I'm going to go back in here. I want to go to Member Mouse. And as I said, I already flipped myself over into the test mode. So I'm going to go to Product Settings. And this is literally the same exact option, or same thing we did. So I'm going to start with the purchase link for the first product. So I'm going to click Get Purchase Link, and I'm going to take this exact link here, which is already set up in the buy button under our VSL that we put together in one of the previous videos. I'm losing a little track on which video is where, but it's in 4, I believe. Now I want to test this, so I have to go into an incognito browser or a different browser. I'm going to paste that in, and since I'm in test mode, I get to use all the generic kind of information and that generic test credit card number that you learned about in the last one. So first name is Test, and then last name I'll do Upsell. And then we scroll up here, click Submit Order. So now I'm purchasing the first product, right? This is obviously in test mode, so I use the test credit card, and I get my thank you page. Now, you're going to want to test this both ways. Run a successful test for the yes, run a successful test for the no. It's important for you to make sure both of these work. I'm not going to do that, but if you see, when I hover over this, it's got this really interesting JavaScript below, and the no thanks says straight to the order is complete. So I'm going to click the yes, and it's going to pause. It's going to skip that confirmation because we put that extra snippet in there, and it says your order is complete. Great, I'm excited to have you here, yada, yada, yada. Your video would play. It essentially refers them back to their email where they're going to get the access to everything. Now, if you go in here, you can go into Manage Members, and you're going to see I've got quite a few different that I've done here. But right here, you can see that I've got this upsell. This is the individual that just ran through, so we click that. And you can see a couple of things have happened in here. So this individual has a subscription, which they're the only person with the subscription. And you notice the subscription says billing description, $17 every 30 days. Now this is how Member Mouse works, is Member Mouse manages the subscription. So you won't see a subscription in Stripe if you go look for it in Stripe. It's right here in Member Mouse, and every 30 days, Member Mouse just sends a bill out to Stripe. So Member Mouse 100% manages the subscription for you. So anything you need to do editing the subscription, if somebody wants to cancel their subscription, you handle it all here in the members, manage members, you choose the member, you click subscription, and you would click these actions over here. And that's it. At this point, we have physically created an entire upsell process inside of our shopping cart system. So now your funnel works as an opt-in. After the opt-in, they see the OTO offer. Once they choose yes on the OTO offer, they go to the checkout page that's tied into Stripe. They check out, then they see your one-click upsell. They click yes, and they go on to access their product through the final thank you page. And at this point, you have a full-on professional funnel that you could run. And I mean, this is the tech needed to build $1 million business, period. Like, you don't need more tech beyond this. The trick is testing everything, and I'll show you how to set up split tests in a future video, and building the relationship. You got to build relationship with people who don't buy your OTO through your email follow-up sequence, And you really need to build a relationship with your customers, right? When people pay you, when they get on your membership program, you really need to give of yourself to make sure that you're giving as much value as you possibly can, because those are the people who are most likely to purchase your future products. And even if you don't have plans to build future products right now, you will at some point. It might be 6 months, it might be 2 years down the line. At some point, you're probably going to want to offer another product. And at that point, if your current customers have had great experiences with you, they love what you're putting out, they love being connected with you, they have a high likelihood of purchasing. If your prospects who don't purchase right away, they love the content you're sending them via email, they feel like they become friends, they know, like, and trust you, then they have a higher likelihood of purchasing from you in the future. You can offer them small front-end products like a tripwire, a $7 or $17 product. You can upsell bigger products, high-ticket products. You can upsell memberships on the back end of that through this one-click upsell system. And like that, you literally have the foundation for an entire online business. Cool. I'm going to wrap it up here. I thank you very much for your time. I hope this has been helpful for you. I encourage you to at least get your first product running and then start to think about how you can add on the upsell. You don't have to come out of the gates with this upsell, but it is important to add one on, whether it's a higher ticket product, a done-for-you product, an additional product that you create in the future, or some ongoing coaching. It's a great way to increase the lifetime and the average order value, the lifetime value and the average order value from your customers. Thank you again for your time. I will be seeing you on the next video. Be well.